Showtime. I probably will never watch another show on Showtime for the simple fact if they are about to produce something like this. So wait. Did y'all hear that? This video is brought to you by Extreme Tees. If you like what you see, click on the link below this video and put Kevin in the promo code and you'll get yourself a 20% discount. So Rama, how was your new year going so far? Good, we hope. It's been tough, hasn't it? Lots of us have woken up and smelled the roses. And some of us smelled coffee instead. But all of us have realized how quickly time's rushing past. You're that much closer to retirement and that much closer to not earning. But in the meantime, you've got some catching up to do, huh? With crypto and the markets risky right now and inflation running over 8%, where are you going to put your money to keep up and beat it? You might want to talk to an expert from Noble Gold and run through the options of keeping your money safe. No pressure, no hassle, and no call center. And this month, Noble Gold is gifting away a 1/10 ounce solid gold American Eagle coin with any qualifying plan that you start. So just speak to someone who knows what they're talking about for once. Now, how good would that feel? And all you got to do is call 877-646-5347, or you can visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com. Now, let's get to this video. What are they thinking? You think this helps our country? Warning, this trailer may trigger white people.
About white people is when they pretend like they're the victim. What's also annoying is when they, when they kill us.
What is fragile?
Y'all just hear that? Do you think Showtime? I probably will never watch another show on Showtime for the simple fact if they are about to produce something like this and thinking this is going to heal the tension, this right here is going to solve racial issues and things like that. Are you dumb? Yes, they are. Because see, their goal is not to solve those. Their goal is to keep those things going and use it as a tool to divide us. So they're going to let this garbage air.
I think what annoys me most about white people is when they pretend like they're the victim.
Pretend like they're the victim. White people can't be victims, right?
Hey, no! You're okay. Are you okay?
So those white folks that I just watched in that clip get kicked and stomped and beat, all of those folks, they're not victims. They deserve it, right? This is evil stuff, y'all.
What's also annoying is when they, when they kill us.
I mean, it's hard to almost respond to this blatant reverse racism. And the sad part about this is if a white person gets mad about it, it gets worse. The reason you're mad is because you're probably one of those that kills us. You're probably one of those that, they want white folks that aren't liberals to be so scared and intimidated that they just cower, take it. They just sit back. I better shut up even though they broke into my house, looted, burned up everything, shot my dog, stole my bank account, took all my weapons. But if I say something, I'm a white nationalist. This is evil stuff, y'all. Because they're not targeting the liberals. They're not targeting the Democrat white folks. All of this is being targeted towards the middle class conservatives or moderates. That's who this is, because they're the biggest voting demographic that opposes this Marxist agenda. So let's get at them.
What is fragile about whiteness when everything has been constructed around it?
Every part of who I am has been distorted or criminalized.
It's really, what is, whiteness? Everything's been constructed around it, coming from a white guy. Then the Arab lady who lives here in our country, who walks around mad for nothing, who's okay with terrorists. Here she is complaining about our country. Bounce. That's what I say. Bounce.
Just a bunch of white lies.
White man. White liberals hilarious, man. They are absolutely hilarious. See, what is going to happen to you when the race war hits? At this point, folks are getting so mad and divisive. You think more radical minorities are going to be able to distinguish between you being a white liberal versus a white conservative? What if it all goes down? What if y'all whip these folks up into such a frenzy that they're not able to distinguish between? And now you got white folks and black folks and other minorities just feuding. Yeah, they might not care that that guy got pink hair. Might not care that he's walking around, dude, peace, man. You know what? I'm down with you guys. Black Lives Matter. Might not even care. But these Democrats are okay with that collateral damage. These Marxists are okay with that collateral damage. It's a part of the greater plan to destabilize our whole country.
We're storming the Capitol.
You're not patriots. You're ridiculous.
Asian lady, you're not patriots, you're ridiculous. Like she would know. It's unbelievable, man. The folks that hate the country talking about, you're not patriots, you're ridiculous.
One of the definitions of American whiteness is ignorance.
Y'all hear that? So now they get the old black lady with the, salt and pepper hair that looks like she's seasoned and wise, talking about one of the, and showed Trump in that clip hugging the American flag. You know why? The image that they want to drop in everybody's mind is America represents white supremacy. Loving that flag represents racism. See, when you love the flag, you love everything about the history of America. When you love that flag and you love this country, you must have loved slavery. You must have loved Jim Crow laws, segregation. Look at Trump. When he says America first, you think he's talking about you black folks, Asian folks, Latino? No, he's talking specifically about white men, upper class perhaps, conservative white men, and also heterosexual. Those are all of the elements of the white supremacist man in America. And Trump loves them. Unbelievable.
White people, we are not your problem. You are.
Should white people today feel any responsibility for slavery?
Hell yeah.
Not good for the country, man. This burns me up that they're putting something like this together and not really being honest about what's taking place in this country. So that dude right there just said, yeah, white people in this country should be responsible for slavery. And Showtime is going to air this. This is just a trailer. So my question to that black man and that black lady with the salt and pepper hair, they got the nerve to be up here talking about some ignorance and all of this stuff. Do they know the history of the Democrat Party? See, when you talk about ignorance, I would love to ask those two and all the rest of them, who did you vote for? Did you vote for Trump or did you vote for the party that actually is responsible for the history that you claim everybody's ignorant about? Huh? I want to know that. The same people who's mad voting for these Democrats have no idea that those Democrats have laid the groundwork to all the stuff you're mad about. See, but they want folks to think all white folks, because this Marxist movement don't want to distinguish between Democrats and Republicans in the history. They want folks mad for nothing. They want folks to exclude all of the stuff that they contributed to all of this history that they're mad over. They wanted to appear that it was all white people back then. Let's hear the last part of this garbage.
White Jesus or black Jesus?
Jesus was not white. Think of geography. Ain't no way Jesus walked around with blonde hair and blue eyes.
So now you're going after religion. Now you're going after religion because you want to paint the idea that Christianity is an Anglo-Saxon white religion that oppresses everybody else. Now you want to talk about biblical stuff taking place right about now? In the last days where folks that are Christians are going to be hated, persecuted. You can't get out there witnessing no more in the streets. You can't talk about Jesus on nothing. You can't do none of that stuff. Can't pray in public. See, this is the stuff that they're laying the groundwork for. And you know what's crazy? Even as I hear these people have no idea the part that they're playing in ushering in all of the stuff that the Bible speaks of in the last days. All of those prophecies that the Bible say in the last days, these things will happen. These ignorant folks that are being used, not just by the Democrats and globalists, but by Diablos himself, are helping destroy the greatest power and greatest country on the planet. They're helping it and thinking they're solving the problem. And the bad part about this is there's no solution to this type of hate. There is no solution to these folks who have bought into the idea that all white people are evil. They're all responsible for racism. When does that end? How do you solve that? What do you expect out of the current white folks that live today? What do you want them to do? If you stick a mic in any of these angry for nothing folks being used in this garbage behind documentary and say, so what's the solution? They'll give you some superficial garbage, education, awareness, or they'll give you some craziness. White folks need to give up all their goods and property, and they need to go ahead and bow before stupid stuff like that. Let's finish it. I'm trying to do it without turning green.
White culture fears the end of the world. For us as Native people, the end of the world already happened multiple times.
But you're still here. End of the world already happened. So for the Native people, end of the world already happened. So it didn't happen to slaves. So we pressed through slavery. We're still here. Black folks are still here. You don't justify it. That was horrible times. Horrible times. But you realize those were horrible times back then. So what are you expecting now is my question. This is the question none of them is answering. All they're doing is giving you problems. All they're doing is throwing out all of these inflammatory statements to get you mad, but give no solutions. And if you're not a part of the solution, then you're probably a part of the problem. They disgust me, man.
Symbols and monuments, these are mementos of racism.
Bring that sap back. What about TCBY yogurt or something everybody can get behind?
Symbols and monuments. As I sat back and watched them ripping down statues, burning up stuff, and all of the things that they just showed in that quick clip, American flag. American flag inserted in there. What are they trying to tell us? America sucks. America's broken. America can't be redeemed. America's racist. America, all of these things. That's what they're trying to tell us. See, because guess what? How can you destroy a country if the people love the country? How can you actually bring this country into globalism if everyone is saying we like it here? How can you break down the greatest power in the world without doing it from the inside out? You have to divide the country first. You got to make folks say, this country is not worth defending, supporting, loving. We can't believe that if you're going to try to push America into a one world government. You can't have people saying, why would we do that? We like the way things are here.
The truth has to be told about history.
Truth has to be told
make
about
sure
history.
that these stories are told from our perspective.
From your perspective or from the global perspective?
We don't give up. It's about obliterating systemic and institutionalized racism.
What is that? It's about obliterating institution and systemic racism. How do you do that? Yeah, well, you want to just kill all white people? You want to be like Eddie Murphy when he was on Saturday Night Live with those dreadlocks? I live in a shanty, in a shanty town. Dun, dun, dun. We had no money, so we had to sleep on the ground. Dun, dun, dun. My father was poor, and him dig a ditch. Dun, 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 dun. We had no food. Life sure was a trip until we killed the white people. Oh, we're gonna make them pay. Kill the white people. Oh, but buy my records first. That's the solution. Kill the white people? Because that's the only way angry folks like this appear to have some type of resolution on this.
This is a wild place, y'all. It's a wild place.
Oh,
I know Harriet and Frederick be up there just like, what is they gonna do?
Feel your anger.
And this is what it produces.
Be mad.
Be mad.
Be mad.
Yeah.
Because your anger is justified.
Black Lives Matter.
Build barricades. Burn priests.
Sound like inspiration.
Reappropriate what they've stolen for you for thousands of generations.
See, this is what you produce. This is what you get, Democrats. You actually hurt black folks. You're going to get these folks arrested. You're going to get these folks right here jacked up because you are not checking this mess. You're encouraging it. No FBI opening up an investigation on this young black man telling everybody to burn stuff.
Most of all, show love to one another.
And then come right after that,
love.
show love. But not to
and
who?
show absolute hate to those who oppress us. Power to the looters. Power to the rioters. Say his name.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that young, ignorant black dude right there that's being set up for failure? Because see, what these folks that are useful idiots don't understand, the reason that these folks are pitiful, ignorant, naive, and are useful idiots, because once they finish destroying America, once they just unravel our whole society, once they get finished dividing us, Do you think these people will be tolerated? Do you think these globalists want to hear them out in the middle of the street preaching like that, talking like that? Do you think they're going to sit back and bring them in to discuss how we should rule the whole world? No. Their whole work will be done. Your work is finished. Shut your mouth and get your butt right over there with the rest of them that tried to fight for freedom, tried to keep our sovereignty, tried to hang on to our rights and our Constitution. Your work is finished. Shut your mouth. What, you don't like it? Do you need to also become a domestic terrorist? All right then. Now get over there and shut up. We don't dig that protesting now. Our work is done. Now, God bless y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos. Also, don't forget to donate if you like Kevin's Corner. There are links in the bottom of this video. Check out Extreme Tees, my sponsor. If you like the products, put Kevin in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. And what else? Oh, find me on Rumble in the Jungle. All right, God bless you all next time in Kevin's Corner. Take care.